are in this exercise, chapter number 5, sets and functions. Related pages are page number 103 to 105. Let's first discuss few of the concepts that are going to be used in the MCQs that we will solve. Sets. What is a set? Set is a collection of well-defined and distinct objects. Well-defined means that it has nothing to do with our opinions and choices. And distinct word means that the objects must be unique. They should not be repeating. Then objects which we are discussing of set are called elements or members of set. We denote sets with capital alphabets like capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, and so on. Elements of set are enclosed within curly brackets. Remember to place curly brackets for sets. Now students, there are three ways to describe a set. These are the three ways. Number 1, listing method. Number 2, descriptive method. And number 3 is set builder notation form. Listing method means that we are going to list the elements and enclose them within curly brackets. As if I ask you to write first 5 natural numbers. How will you list them? You will write them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and place them within curly brackets. So this is listing method. Then descriptive method is that if I write this statement in English form, state first 5 natural numbers, set of first 5 natural numbers. So this is the descriptive way of writing a set. And set builder notation means that you are going to use some notations and you will describe the set. As this set which I am discussing will be written in set builder notation form as x such that x belongs to natural numbers and x is less than and equal to 5. This is how you are going to describe the sets in these ways. Then students, what is an empty set? A set having no element is called null or empty set. And you all know that it is denoted by phi or just empty curly bracket with no element in it. This shows it is null set, or we denote it with simply phi. This also shows that there is no element in the set. Then what is singleton set? The word single shows that, what does it mean? A set having only one element, single element, is called singleton set, right? Now you can see that here the set has only one element, which is 2. So what do we call it? We will say this set is singleton set. You can denote this set with any capital letter A, B, C. So this is a singleton set. Now next is power set. Students, the power set of a set A, let A is any set, so the power set of set A is the set of all the subsets of A, including null set and the set A itself. And how can we find the number of elements in power set? How can we know that how many total subsets will be for the given set, there is a formula for it. It is 2 power n, where n denotes the number of elements in the set. For example, if there is a set A equal to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 are the elements of set A, then there are 3 elements. You will replace here 3, 2 power 3, 2 power 3 is 8. So it means the total number of subsets of that set A would be 8. Finite set. A finite set is a set that has finite number of elements. There is an end. The set is not up till infinity, right? It has a limit. It will end somewhere. For example, this set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the elements of the set. This set is ending. It is finite set, right? There are no dots placed after 5. If there are dots after 5, then it will be infinite set. That set would be called infinite set, which has no limit, which has no end. But if it has a limit, then it is a finite set. Then students, subset. If there are two sets A and B, then B is a subset of A if all the elements of B are in A. For example, if there is a set A containing the elements 1, 2, 3 and there is a set B containing the elements 1, 2, all the elements of B are in set A. So it means B is a subset of set A, and we write it like this: B is a subset of A. This is the symbol for subset. Now coming to the related MCQs, the topics that I have discussed. Number 1 MCQ. Students, before starting the MCQs, I'm going to tell you that I have not done them in the form of MCQs. I have done them in the form of fill in the blanks, right? A collection of well-defined objects is called, just now I have done a recap of it. A collection of well-defined objects is called, yes, it is called sets. Then students, number 2, a set Q is equal to A upon B such that A, B belongs to set of integers and B should not be equal to 0. This set is called a set of, you know what is this set called? Yes, such set is called set of rational numbers. They can be written in this form, fractional form, provided B should not be equal to 0. Number 3, the different number of ways to describe a set. I have just told you. How many ways are there to describe the set? Yes, there are 3 ways to describe a set: listing method, descriptive method, and set builder notation method. Fourth, a set with no element is called, very simple, it is called empty or null set. Now students, see this set, x such that x belongs to whole numbers and x is less than equal to 101. According to the options given to us, this set is, now you can see there is a limit given to us. X is less than equal to 101. This set stops at 101 number. So which set is it? It is finite set. Then the set having only one element is, yes, it is a singleton set. Now, power set of an empty set. Remember students that power set is a set. So its elements must be written within curly bracket. So power set of empty set. Empty set It means this all the subsets of empty set. Since it is empty, so phi will be the subset of empty set because phi is the subset of every set, right? So phi will be the answer, but because power set is a set, so we will enclose it within curly brackets. So the correct option would be this one, not just phi. The phi within curly bracket will be the power set of an empty set. I hope this is clear. The number of elements in power set 1, 2, 3 is, I told you the formula to find the number of elements in power set. The number of subsets of a set is the power set. So the formula is this one, 2 power n. I told you n shows the number of elements. Here the number of elements are 3. Replace n with 3. 2 power 3 is 8. So the answer of this MCQ would be 8. The number of elements in power set of this set is 8. Now students, let's discuss few of more topics and then we will do the related blanks. Operations on sets. Union of sets. The union of two sets A and B, written as A union B, is the set of all elements in A or in set B or in both A and B. And we can write in set builder notation form like this: X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B, or is used for union. Then intersection of sets. The intersection of two sets A and B, written as A intersection B, is the set of all elements common to both A and B. And it can be written as X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Set difference. The difference of two sets A and B, written B difference A, is the set of all elements in B that are not in A. X such that X belongs to B and X does not belongs to A. This shows B difference A. Then the complement of a set. The complement of set A, symbolized by A prime, is the set of all elements in the universal set that are not in A. This idea can be expressed in set builder notation as A complement is equal to X such that X belongs to universal set and X does not belong to A. Or you can write it as A complement means universal set difference A. Now students, we discussed few of the properties of set operations. What is associative property? If we have three sets A, B, C, then the associative property is this is for intersection and this is for union. You can see what is the associative property for both union and intersection. Then commutative property. For two sets A and B, this is the commutative property for intersection and this is the commutative property for union of two sets. Distributive property of union over intersection. This is distributive property of union over intersection and we get this answer for this A union B intersection C. We get A union B intersection A union C. For distributive property of intersection over union, this is the property. Then we have De Morgan's laws and these are the two De Morgan's laws, right? Now students, coming back to the MCQs related to these topics, if A is a subset of B, then A union B is equal to, here is an example because these three blanks are exactly similar as A is a subset of B is the condition. So I have taken two sets where A is a subset of B. A is 1, B is 1, 2. So A is a subset of B. Now students, can you tell what is the union of these two sets? This will be the union. When you will unite them, you will get 1, 2. So 1, 2 is equal to which of the set? It is equal to B. So it means if A is a subset of B, then A union B is equal to B set. Now if A is a subset of B, then what is intersection between them? If you find the intersection between this A and B, you will get 1. So this 1 is equal to which set? Yes, it is equal to set A. So the answer is set A. And if A is a subset of B, then A difference B is equal to A difference B is equal to phi. Yes. So the answer would be phi. Now recognize this property. Which property is this? This is equal to A union B union C. This is associative property of union of sets. Then next one, A union B intersection C. This is distributive property of union over intersection. So its answer would be this. Then if A and B are disjoint sets, then A union B is equal to disjoint sets means that there is nothing common in between them. For example, these are the two sets. You can see there is nothing common. So what is A union B? A union B would be 1, 2, which is equal to B union A, right? According to commutative property. Then students, topic of binary relation. If A and B are any two non-empty sets, then a subset, this one, is called binary relation from set A into set B, because there exists some relationship between first and second element of each ordered pair in R. In simple words, all the subsets of Cartesian product are called binary relations. Then what is the formula for finding the number of elements in Cartesian product? You will simply multiply the number of elements in A and number of elements in B. You will get the number of elements in A cross B. And the formula for finding number of binary relations, the formula of finding number of binary relation, that is the number of subsets in A cross B, is 2 power m into n, where m is number of elements in A, n means number of elements in set B. Then functions. These are the functions that we have discussed in chapter number 5. For function, remember that a relation will be a function if the domain of relation is equal to set A and there is no repetition of elements in domain. Then a function is into if the range is a subset of B. It is 1, 1 if there are distinct images of A with B. If a set is both into and 1, 1, then it is injective. If the range of function is equal to set B, then it is onto. And if a set is at a time onto and 1, 1, then it is called bijective function or 1-to-1 correspondence. Domain is a set consisting of all the first elements of ordered pair, and range is a set consisting of all the second elements of ordered pair. Then MCQs, if the number of elements in set A is 3 and in set B is 4, then number of elements in A cross B is 3 into 4, 12. If the number of elements in set A is 3 and in set B is 2, then the number of binary relations would be, using this formula, you will get 2 power 3 into 2, that is 2 power 6. Then domain of this relation is, see the first elements, the range of relation, second elements, point -1, 4 lies in which quadrant? It lies in second quadrant, and this relation is, first of all, test it whether it is a function or not. See the first elements, 3 is repeating, so it means it is not a function. Thank you students. Allah Hafiz.